so angry. I love it. I love it. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Bungo Stray Dogs season 3 episode 5, Slap the Stick and Addict. Okay. Last episode, Fyodor was captured by Ace, but he wasn't really captured. He wanted to be there, and he played a game with Ace, and then he killed Ace, and he got into his vault, and just took all the research that Ace did on the members of the poor mafia, and even the leader who has this secret ability that nobody knows, I guess, I don't know, and he basically killed everybody on the boat. And yeah, now he wants to kill the poor mafia members and the people at the agency. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. So that was it. Okay. Wow. When what's his name? Katai. When Katai they showed the woman, that he said he was in love with and everything. I'm like, she looked familiar, but my mind never went again. Never went again. And I feel like the only reason why I remember her name was because they mentioned it in this episode. When, if I remember, yeah, she was standing with Higuchi and Wana in front of Mori, and Mori was telling them that they are not supposed to be, antagonizing the agency and everything. And that's where they mentioned her. Mori called her again and give her something to give to, I guess, all the members of the poor mafia. Either way, it's because they showed her the particular scene that I actually remembered her name. He said that he was in love. First of all, Kunikida was looking for Katai because he has this ability, where he can only use his ability when he's on his futon. That's why when he did it, when he was running after Higuchi, I'm like, so you can use it without your thing? But okay. I was like, okay, it was what he was wearing called the futon, or was what he was laying on in the room called the futon? Either way, he was like, Kurikida was looking for him because he wanted, when the Moby Dick was falling, he got taken somebody else to control of Moby Dick and made it fall, right? So he was trying to figure out who it was, and because of what's his name again? Katai's ability. He also used to be part of the agency, so he's like, okay, come and go to him, and then he's gonna help us, But then they got there, he was all like in love, and he said he couldn't use his ability. I'm like, huh? It's because he's in love, and he wanted them to find her and deliver this love letter, So they started looking for her, and then you see Higuchi in the car, and he saw Akutagawa in the distance. She was just like, had this whole scenario in his mind that I'm like, no, it's not gonna work out that way. And then they showed him Akutagawa with the lady, and I'm like, oh, that's her. Who is she to him? I'm like, my mind immediately went to sister, because he's like, it's been a long time. Okay, let's go home. It's like, let's go home. I feel, I don't know, it just felt brotherly, sisterly to me. So I'm like, okay, is that sister? But then Higuchi had this whole thing in her mind, and we're just like, okay, I'm gonna figure out who she is, and she must be an agent or something. I'm like, girl. Okay, so she was doing her surveillance, and then she found Kunikida and associate there also looking for her, and she was like, oh, she related to, she working with the agency? And I'm like, no. Kurikida and and Asushi showed up behind her, and they are thinking, okay, wait, what does she want with us? Is there gonna be conflict? Because I'm ready, even though the president should have told us not to engage with them or anything. And then she just like was begging them to tell her about the woman and everything. They don't know anything, you know, and they were just supposed to deliver this love letter. And at first, she thought that it was Asushi that was in love with her, and then she's like, "Oh, if Asushi can confess her love, then she's gonna basically, if she accepts him, then that's gonna be something, it's gonna be advantageous to her, when it comes to Akutagawa and whatnot." And then that's when Katai showed up. He's like, "I wanted to see this through by myself, and they just saw her coming out of a dry cleaning place, and she sees them. We could clearly tell that she recognized who they are, and then she started running away, and they started running after her. They, meaning Higuchi and Katai. Katai was like, "I'm not gonna let you do anything to her or whatnot," because Higuchi, was she trying to kill her? I feel like she was trying to kill her or something. But I'm like, if you kill her and she's important to Akutagawa, that's not gonna be good for you, But either way, both of them were running after Gin. There was this traffic traffic lights and everything, and Katai used his ability on it to I'm guessing he was trying to slow down Higuchi, keep her from reaching Gin. And then you see Gin like jump over the cars, and I'm like, So clearly she's someone that has some kind of ability, that can fight or something or other like that. She's not just like a normal person. So she started, and then Higuchi's like, "Oh, she went down the alley. The alley is like, it's a dead end." So I'm like, "Okay, she's not gonna be there." And then she gets there, and then you see her putting on like her hair, and then the mask. I'm like, "What? That's Gin?" And then it turns out Gin is Akutagawa's sister. I'm like, "What the heck?" Little sister. How the heck did she become part of the Poor Mafia? I still don't know how Akutagawa got to be part of the Poor Mafia either. I don't know. I just know that Dazai was his mentor, but I don't think I actually know exactly why he was part of how he became part of the Poor Mafia. Or maybe they touched on it a little bit, but I forgot. But either way, she's his sister. You have to credit there. Higuchi was like, "Call me Nisa. I order you to call me Nisa." Oh my goodness. Okay. So after that, Katai basically confessed his feelings. He got rejected, and then he was crying. And Kunikida's like, he just needed to get over this so that he can concentrate on working to find out who was the one that, made Moby Dick fall and everything. But the beginning of this episode, they had the people, the agency, the detectives in this coffee shop that was, in the same building as their office. And Wana Kunikida was up there doing his thing. They were down there. Asuchi comes with a job or something. They're like, we're exhausted. We don't care about this right now. Like, we don't want to do anything. After dealing with the guild, we're like tired. I don't care about anything anymore. And they were there, and then they showed the person that mixes the coffee for them, I don't know if they had a name for him. And you see someone's shadow outside. I'm like, okay, who's that? And then the next day or next time they went in there, everything was broken. They found the coffee guy in the corner, and Asuchi was like, look at his fingers. and everybody's face was like, ooh, they were pissed. I'm like, what's up with his fingers? Because the screen was dark, so I couldn't quite see what that was. I know he was bleeding and everything on his fingers and on all that, but I didn't quite know exactly what happened until they showed the dude, and then he had a plier, and then I'm like, wait, is that a fingernail? So this guy was collecting fingernails. And then, to be truthful, I wasn't really focusing on what he was saying. I think I was saying something in the meantime. I was trying to figure out what he had in his hands and everything. So whatever he was saying on screen, I was not paying attention. Until I realized that he was just like basically extolling all their virtues, all the security that they have put in place around, making it seem like no one can get to them or something or other like that. And I'm like, just as I was reading, I'm like, oh, you don't know, man. They're probably just gonna show up right then and there. And then the door just after he mentioned the door being, I don't know what, that was just like, psh. And you see their faces. It was so cool, man, to see them all sort of like angry and in action, and like they were like, okay, what about all the people that we have, all around the place? Associated took care of them. I'm like, it was so cool. It was so cool. And then she took out her, I was say sewing machine, but that's not what that is. So what do you call the thing that she has that has the thing? Whatever. Like, he was about to cut him up. I'm like, and he was also gonna call some kind of reinforcement. And they're like, are you crazy? Like, no one, if you anger the agency, you are not gonna come out of this alive. So don't even count on us to come help you. And that was it. Man, I love that scene. I love this so much. Because I feel like, I don't know, we don't see them like that. I'm trying to remember when was the last time. If we even saw them all angry, like at the same time, and trying to achieve the same goal, like at the same time. I don't think we've seen that in this anime before. So it was such a fun scene. Like, I really loved it. And then the very next day, or I don't know how long it took, the guy was still back serving coffee. And then they felt rejuvenated in 1 hour. I'm like, oh, I love that scene, man. I loved it so much. So much. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/family. And you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. No importa lo que se venga, pa' que sepas que te quiero como un buen torero. Me juego la vida por ti.